Good morning, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. So here's a question for you this morning. What have been the most defining moments that have helped shape my life? When I look at this, when I pondered this question this morning, very early this morning, I found that my mind and my heart really went to those times of great change, the times when I finally said no to something that wasn't working, the times I said yes, where I had no idea of the outcome, but decided to take that leap of faith, the times when I crossed a major threshold in my life that sometimes was brought about by joy, sometimes brought about by despair. But they all seemed to be, as I went through the list, the times of great change. So it just seemed perfect that then the surrender card I pulled was surrender your fear of change. Because there's that lovely saying that says, one of the main things we can be absolutely certain of is this too shall pass. This too shall change. Change is inevitable. We only need to track the life throughout the year of a plant or a tree through the seasons, as it comes into blossom or as it just peeks through the ground, and then we watch it grow, we watch it change, we might watch it bear fruit. We all of a sudden watch it grow maybe another few feet taller. And then the autumn comes and maybe the leaves fall, the flowers die off. It dies back into the ground, depending on what species it is. And then it seems like there's nothing, or it just lies dormant, and we feel like nothing is really going on. But it's as it's dying back, decaying back into the ground, sleeping, waiting for the spring to come once again. But all is constant change. And yet we fear it so much, of the unknown. And yet, as I looked at my list, those were my most defining moments that came to mind straight away anyway. So I thought this was lovely. Take the road less traveled and you will find joy. As I wander through the woods, I'll sometimes see the paths that people have made, always following the same trodden path, sometimes where the animals have been, and they find their way through the woods. But I like sometimes just going off the path, and it might lead me into trouble and I might get stuck and come to a dead end. But I do like trying things that are different. I sometimes do things where people probably think you shouldn't be doing that. But it does always bring me a mix of joy and sometimes fear, nervousness, uncertainty. But it makes me feel alive if I try the path less traveled. So I hope you find it in your heart to be less fearful of change, which seems to be constant at the moment. But if we can just, I feel I've been doing a lot of deep breathing this morning, so I find that when I do that and just breathe into my heart and feel like I'm really just going with the flow of that, even if I'm unsure of the day ahead, whether that's having a big to-do list or not wanting to do the big to-do list or not having a to-do list, and just trusting that all will unfold and I will know which direction to go in. That for me is always a leap of faith, because when I get caught up in the I don't know which way to go, I know that doesn't take me to a good place. So I find just breathing into my heart brings me back to center, and then I can see, maybe, even if it's the road less traveled, I can maybe see where my next footsteps should go. So I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Be well. Bye.